us free. But all we see is misery. They came with fire, they came with guns. Now we they cry for our daughters and sons. Our village is burned, our people flee. We live in fear, no place to be. This one a scam, we never start. Now pain and sorrow, they tear us apart. But the nation call with open hands. DDR, go help us stand. From the grip of fear and blood, we go rise again with God. Hey, 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 then come massa. We the Cameroonians, we pledge our loyalty. Come massa, you shall free our land from terror. Oh, come massa, eh. Your blessing go shine like stars above, and the Most High God shall be your guide, shall be your guide. Children when no go school, ghost town, stone market to tomb. They promise freedom, bring us chains, but now we rise to break that pain. We say no more to blood and hate. We choose the path to a peaceful state. My country people talk I'm true. Say peace go start with me and you. Cries from the grass fields, our mothers born picking for bush. No hospital, no midwife touch. Kidnap and ransom, don't turn to law. Even church no safe, them break God's door. Our future they lost for gun and fear. Young boys forced to kill their peers. Amba say na freedom fight, but now we they suffer day and night. Let the drums of peace be loud. Let our mothers dance, make our fathers proud. From Banenda to Bua town, we go wear our green, red, yellow crown. Hey, 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 the Congo Massa. We the Cameroonians, we pledge our loyalty. Congo Massa and Congo Massa, you shall free our land from terror.
Hello, my country people. Today, now number 9 day for September 2025. Thank you now, all man we don't join we. Make sure say you play your own role for mass fire, for share, make it go far and wide. Una leave a comment in the comment section, and later on we go can play una comments if I get time towards the end of the live broadcast. Una mass fire for share my country people. As usual, my boss, he dey in the background, he dey mind the business. Me too, I go dey mind my business. Una share as una join my country people them. Today we'll talk about the impacts for Amba terrorists, where they go for prison, the impact for their family members and we'll talk directly today to their family members So when I play on our own part for share, make it go far and wide my country people.
Wait. Guys. The one.
Sorry, my computer them say I come a bit later than planned for this live broadcast. Na condition make Jangare back then.
We the Cameroonians, we pledge our loyalty.
So my country people them, if when I look on the screen, when I go see all these pictures and the details, the way it is scroll. We talk today about the consequences of sponsoring Ambazonia terrorism for Cameroon, and it get a lot of impact and the toll on the Amba terrorists, the way they sponsor Ambazonia terrorism for Cameroon. Today we can talk briefly about that. We will send a clear message to the family members then for sponsoring Ambazonia terrorism, the ones where they go prison for America and all over Europe. I know there's some kind of things that they happen in the background where we don't know, so we don't bring them for una. We will start by introducing to una the Amba terrorists, the way they go prison abroad. As now they see the pictures, the way that they scroll through on the screen for una. We call this one say my trip to Ngata. As now if you see the information, now the people in this way they don't take their trip to Ngata. Sorry about the delay. Say I come late now because I still did produce and I will bring us some other information because the software what they use and for go live they don't get an update, and so I will familiarize myself with the new settings. So we will start with going straight to Bamenda, and as we know, Ambazonia terrorists they don't declare lockdown as usual. So I just want for play for sure now wait where they happen for Bamenda right now as I speak my controller when I watch and listen. Bamenda.
Una come on outside. No ghost town. I love this for Bamenda. I beg, not tire. No ghost town. No ghost town. Oh, kind of people mean business. No ghost town. I come on tomorrow. No ghost town. No ghost town. I love this for Bamenda. I beg.
So that one now the video will come up from Bamenda. As soon as you see now the pictures and this way they come up from Bamenda, now the pictures and that what they show now on the screen. Okay. So now what's that way it happen now Bamenda that today now Commercial Avenue that Okada boys they come out outside. They talk say no more ghost towns in Bamenda. They say make all man come out for outside. They say they don't tire Ambazonia terrorism and their stupidity. So make I play this next one on the screen for now. This one now the Ambazonia terrorists 2018 around this time September October years ago they stop picking them they don't go for school. Make I play this video and then we'll talk after. When I watch and listen.
On.
The 1st October 20 Ambazonia celebrate independence. And today the one for all Ambazonians. No school is Ambazonian. No school for Southern Cameroon. Any student, any teacher, any who will catch them as any office for La Republic is Ambazonian. For Southern Cameroon land. Any man will take 5 francs. Say fight and fight, I take 25 for any man. I'll kill him personally. As I catch you, kill you.
Bam.
So no school no open. And it starts from Tiko, Boya, and Limbe. I do the insights. No finish for Muyoka, Ekona, Munya. So the standard from Boya, Tiko, Limbe. Any student want to try, any principal or any teacher, he go see him. Only cash you take money. But yes, some man cash, some teacher, he take 25 at the kill. As I cash you kill you. Any work of the Republic inside Southern Cameroon land, as I don't deserve to kill we. As they cash you, they kill you.
So my contributor, I hope that message will be abundantly clear no person, no need for explain what will happen. That one, ambassador terrorism. Now the people in that way they carry guns and say they want to liberate Anglophone community. Now they threat them now for kill Anglophone civilian population, teachers, students. Them. They talk say we know they catch you take money again. Why? Because they don't they catch people them, they take money, kidnapping for ransoms. Now 2018, this they start do this immediately. They carry guns them, not day 2, not day 3 or day 100 or 1 year after. No, the very first day where they carry guns them, they set up so-called roadblocks them, they start kidnap Anglophones them for ransom. And why that way, like I talk when I see now what this way they happen for Bamenda, the population they talk say enough is enough. Now Okada riders they come off for street, they talk say they don't want them, no ghost towns, no lockdowns or whatever, they don't want Amba again. Maybe they disturb them. Okay. So now wait that way they happen. And when I play this video, you get some people they can ask it, but continue why they play the video. It be very important for we for play this kind of videos then. Make una hear from the horse's mouth because I know my people then. We've been a very unique set of people then. Bad belly wicked people then where we wicked for the level where we wicked to ourselves. Because when tomorrow when I get the Kumba school massacre, the Ekondo Titi school massacres, and all of these things where the target school picking them, when I go start to look for someone to blame, when I go deny when I pata like say when I know we don't know, say Anglophones they threaten for kill Anglophone school picking them. So now why I will keep playing these videos over and over, I will play and stay when I go tire for this year. So that when the time reach where they start target and they kill Anglophone civilian population and school picking them, when I go know exactly who did one. When I go know go try for as when a bad belly day, when I go try for blame President Pobia or someone else, when I go know exactly who they kill Anglophone people them. Because they record video holding the guns away when Anglophones them contribute money for give them. They hold na the guns them for video. It show a face na General Sagat that for Fako. It tell una they threaten na una Anglophone civilian population say go do this for una. Catch teachers and then kill them. They be catch them before they collect money. As he self talk. No me na me at the talk. So una don't hear that one. Now, una also need for also understand before we go too deep into this live broadcast. I hope I know good day long, depending on the time. I know one for day here more than 1 hour. But yeah, so we'll go now to the crux of the matter. We'll go now go talk to Una about the people the way. Ma take that one off the screen. Una look on the screen. Una I will show Una a few pictures them. Okay. So today we'll talk about the consequences for the family members then, where their loved ones they prison now, or where they go prison in the future because they sponsor ambassador terrorism. So we start with these three: Joe Lucas, Ayawa Benedict Kwa, and of course Pascal Kiki, where the day on the screen right now. So Ayabacho Lucas done the prison for 1 year for Norway, awaiting trial on charges of inciting crimes against humanity for Cameroon. Pascal Kiki and Benedict Kwa they be indicted and arrested on Friday, the 5th of September 2025. Okay, their day to go come in court. Now, just say I never get enough time for prepare. I forgot the part of the video where Asu Lucas is self-explainer. He explained them. As a matter of fact, since we are not get Asu Lucas own, I will play Tapang Ivo, your own video. When I bear with me, I will play them in a second. So that make when I hear from the horse's mouth, because whenever I come live, I like to present evidence, not just my own opinions and my analysis, but I want make when I get from the Amba terrorists and sisters they will talk to Una. Okay. So now these ones and that. And today we'll get Kemita Ashu, a Facebook page. If they report them, and I will bring one of that evidence because I get the full indictment where it come out from the FBI and the United States State Department where they indict Benedict Kwa and Pascal Kiki. We'll go read a few pages them for now. I will explain 1 or 2 things for now. So when I go see Asu Lucas and Ndong Emmanuel and Julius Nyi and other people the way they've been unindicted co-conspirators them, I will bring that details for now soon. Now Ayabacho Lucas that. It enjoy inside pool. It take a picking then go for pool, for go swim, for go enjoy family time with the picking them. But it don't they prison now for 1 whole year. It never take IC picking them. Of course, it never get family time with the picking them. That one a cost of sponsoring ambassador terrorism for Cameroon. The consequences as well as with K deliberately because cassava with K and kum with K, of course. Cameroon, the one Cameroon with K. So now why do I spell my consequences? Country people, MKPD. Now why do I put them K? Just like how when the what's the name? Pajongu Foncha, EML, Endele them, and the rest, they be one form their political parties. In the 50s, they be put KKKKK for one Cameroon, KNDP and KNC and KPP them. All that KKK them. Now, why that I put the K for this? So now Yabacho look as that. Of course, now Yabacho look as that for Norway again. Yeah, and Linda, now Linda that. Unfortunately, too, even the Linda, it no marry the Linda. Linda and account will stay. They born two picking them with Linda. It no marry with Linda. It no marry Linda. So Linda, they in limbo. Okay. So now you family that, and then you get all these ones, them two way, they could go prison. You get the Mark Barretta, it time to come, Tapang Ivo, it time to come, Asu Lucas, Ngong Emmanuel, Capo Daniel, Gary Master, it don't really be indicted for America, and it time to come. So today we talk about the consequences for your family members. Sorry, say I spelled the members with an extra E. It's not supposed to day for day. So for your family members, when you go to prison, we will talk about that briefly, my contributor. So we'll talk about the financial cost, psychological, emotional, and all of those things. Then we're coming to that. But like I will talk, make we focus a little bit about Pascal Kiki, Benedict Kwa, Ayabacho Lucas, okay, as the picture a day on the screen. Make I take that picture off the screen now. So now Ayabacho Lucas, that Linda and the two picking them. Can we stay? They not even marry. So now contribute them. The consequences of sponsoring Ambazonian terrorism. Okay. Now, I want to bring una, add this information on the screen. Make una see them. Okay. Una bear with me. Make I add this information on the screen. So, when I first see my screen, right? I hope so. When I first see my screen, when I look on the screen, this one are the actual indictment from the United States District Court of Minnesota, the District of Minnesota. So I don't zoom them in for giving a high definition, full, information about them. I will still take time, read the full indictment, and then do an analysis, just like how we do for Eric Tato, I do for Mangang, I do for Tamifos and Microsem, and all the other ones, the way they indict them. So now the information on that. But before I even bring that one for una, I want to go through this information. So as when I see the information, the pictures, the way they flash through on the screen, I know so many of you now, when I never actually take the time for study and for know exactly who and how many people they don't either go prison for America or abroad, United States, Europe, and other parts of them around the world, and the consequences on them. But then again, like I will talk, now I will bring for una the details them of the names and people, the way they don't arrest them, lock them abroad. As soon as just to see the names that they pass the pictures them, it be difficult una for understand them. And I know some when I go to listen to me where when they drive, or when they shower, or when they do other things them, when they listen them like a podcast. So make a tell una. So from our count, there are at least 17 Ambazonian terrorists, the way they sponsor terrorism for Cameroon, where they don't be indicted, arrested, tried, found guilty, locked up, or one way or the other abroad. Okay? Not to talk of the Naira 10 and the dozens, if not, hundreds of other ones, the way they don't catch them for Nigeria and inside Cameroon and the day inside prison for Kondengi, Douala, Bafoussam, and all over Cameroon today, Boya, Bamenda prisons. Okay? So we'll go focus today mostly on the diasporan ones, the way they catch them from Nigeria, from America, from UK, from Norway, and other countries them. So, like I talked, we are looking at 17 names. I don't already talk for una about these three. We now put the picture on the screen. I don't really talk to una briefly about these three, when Ayabacho Lucas, Pascal Kiki, and Benedict Kwa, where they indict them a few days ago. 4 days ago to be precise. Okay, these ones now already for the I mean for America alone, we are looking at 16. America alone, 16 plus Ayabacho Lucas for America now 17 plus Gary Master now 17, and then Norway you get Ayabacho Lucas, and then you get United Kingdom, Quadrisco. Those ones then. So you're looking at 19 names them. Okay, so we'll get Eric Frunji, where either for federal prison right now, they sentence you to 63 months in prison plus 2 years of supervised release plus 25,000 US dollars fine. That one, Eric Frungi. You get Wilson Nuyela Tita of Owens Mills, Maryland, where they sentence you for 63 years as well for prison plus 2 years supervised release and 25,000 US dollars fine. He was tried in a federal court and found guilty. He conspired with Eric Frungi and Wilson Chefongo to unlawfully smuggle weapons out of the United States to Cameroon through Nigeria with obliterated serial numbers. We'll get Wilson Che, either for federal prison, 763 months as well, plus 2 years supervised release. Edith Ngangmangang, he be indicted and found guilty. He pleaded guilty with Tamufos and Michael for unlawfully smuggling weapons through Nigeria into Cameroon. We'll get Alambi Walters Muma, he got 46 months in prison, plus 2 years supervised release. We'll get Godlove Nchemancho. He pleaded guilty to conspiracy to illegally smuggle weapons out of the USA. And then you get Tamufos and Michael himself. Now, the first person that will be indicted since 2019, he pleaded guilty, and then he worked with authorities them now for ensnare 9 others. So the one arrest for Tamufos and Michael, they end up at 10 of them go prison for that one case. Okay, so the cases that they expand. So yourself, the Tamufos and Michael, he get 46 months in prison. You get Roger Akem. He plead guilty with a conspiracy with Roger. Roger Akem plead guilty for the same case of Tamufos and Michael. He get 2 years in prison and 2 years supervised release as well. We get Ernst Bangari. He plead guilty too for that same charge with Eden Gangdem, and he get 3 years in federal prison plus 2 years supervised release. That one at number 9. Number 10, we get Anye Collins Ngomanji. He plead guilty to conspiracy to illegally smuggle weapons out of the United States. Anye Collins was sentenced after Edith Ngang pleaded guilty and provided evidence against him in federal court and federal agents, the Kachi, and the expand investigation. So either for prison today, 3 years in prison and 2 years supervised release after. We'll get Langmi Nestor. This one now, we talk now the Kansas City 3. I hope so. Now remember the Kansas City 3. For now, we don't know. Now God love that. Now picture that it day on the screen. Okay, he get a business where he be the runner. Okay, and now we there for prison. Would they run the business? We can't talk about the consequences of sponsoring ambassador terrorism. So the Kansas City 3, where we now know them very well. Langmi Nestor, Claude Chi, and Francis Chengi, their picture a day on the screen right now. Not them that. The Kansas City 3, Claude Chi, Langmi Nestor, and Francis Chengi, they arrest them on the 28th of November 2022. They charge them with sponsoring terrorism for Cameroon, and almost 3 years later, they are still in detention awaiting trial. They never even start their trial. Okay, so now America, that Banana Republic, as we go call them, right? Okay, so now them that on the screen. So now the 3 that Francis Chengi, Claude Chi and Langmi Nestor them, and then you get Eric Tato Tano, the Gary Master case where they still go through. You get Ayabacho Lucas in case 2, it still go through for Norway, waiting trial on charges of incitement to crimes against humanity. So now a short rundown of the people in the way we don't catch them, lock them abroad. Of course, we get the Nera 10 where they catch them from Nigeria, and other ones then 40 something where they catch them for Abuja, and I wait till they call them again. They bring them for Cameroon, they lock them inside Cameroon. So now a short rundown of the people in that. So now, by contribute them, where to be the impact on their family members then when they catch them, they lock them. A lot of impact a day, but we will talk about that in a few short moments. Okay. So before we talk about that, I want to play this video for Nameku and listen to Mark Barra, aka Barretta. When I listen, then I will talk a little bit after.
Very, very clear. He congratulated the Anglophone diaspora. Thibaut Nagy was very, very clear. He congratulated the Anglophone diaspora. He congratulated the ambassador diaspora, and he said, we are doing a great job to fight for our rights. Because the US understands the rights of ambassadors, the right to serve independently. Because the US have fought wars. So Caroline is a little baby. She's a little girl He's a little baby who has no political bearing, who carries 5, 20, 15 those frustrated francophones in Douala and Yaoundé, and they walk beside her and they do those things. So I am only responding to Kamala because she sat in an international community where it matters and makes certain statements that it brought shame upon our revolution. It insinuates and it gives the impression that the diaspora is responsible for the massacre of our people back home. The diaspora must not lie that we lied to our people to go out to protest. That we lied to them that the UN is coming. That we lied to them that there is a UN ship at Amba's Bay. For you, Lady Kawala, to sit in the diaspora somewhere many miles as you accuse us and send out those words in your mouth, from your mouth, you have declared yourself a persona non grata. And on my name, I am saying that the day you set your foot in Ambazonia, anywhere within the sight of our forces, you will be arrested and charged with treason. Yes, because your statements directly gave Mr. Pobia and his military the audacity, give him the legal leeway that go and continue to kill. So, Madam Lady Kawala, you have failed. What you have done is treason. What you have done, I'm taking this time to address you. Not because you are important, but because you sat within the international community, you sat within a foreign area, try to undo our gains, try to lie, try to tell those white skin, those people of the West, that it is because of us that Cameroon killed our people. It's a shame, Lady Kawala. It's a shame. And nobody, no regime will accept that from you. Yes, no regime will accept that from you. And it is treason. And we are saying that the day that you set your foot in Ambazonia, you should be arrested. You should be arrested. If you stay foot in Bali, you'll be arrested. If you stay your foot in Batimo, anywhere, even in Bamenda or in Central Boya, we will arrest you. We arrest you. Because you have committed a very grave sin. A very grave sin against our people. Against our people. And you try to tell us, you lied again that the diaspora manipulated the words of Thibault Nagy, the U.S. Assistant Secretary. Is it the border in 1960 or that in 1961? So USA is a friend. And therefore, we must continue our advocacy in USA, in Senate, everywhere. That is why Kawala, in fact, Kawala has been sent by Cameroon government. Yes, all what she is doing is fake. Kawala has officially been sent by Cameroon government to go to USA to destabilize our gains. That is what she is, a typical enabler. And Dr. Cho was right. Yes, Dr. Cho was right. She's a typical enabler. Yes, these are people whom the regime they use. They use Anglophone. Say, hey, look at it. They say, this is Anglophone talking. So when those in USA, when they sit, they say that it is this same Anglophone talking. She was talking with all boldness how the diaspora misuses that Naki. She was talking with all until she was proud. So Kawala has been paid money. In fact, Kawala has been paid money by Cameroon government to destabilize our gains in USA, because Cameroon government knows that in AU they have France. They have France in AU that plays their game in AU. Because in USA, it's a free land, they're not using Kawala, they're a typical enabler to go and make seminars to downplay our gains. No more. Kawala is an enabler. And Kawala, when you are arrested, you pay all that money that Cameroon. Now, yes. Now, hear me. Ambassador fighters, when you arrest Kawala, she must pay all that money that the Cameroon government has given her to go and lobby. Because what she's doing is lobbying. She's doing lobbying. She lied. So please go out there, go and put money to NAC 19. You will see that by the end of the week, by the end of this month, you will see what we will do. We will come out, we will show you what we have done with the little money that you gave. Yes, little. That you gave. We will show you what we have done with the money that you gave us. And we are hoping that you will go out and fund us for the next campaign. Because I've had boys from I've had boys from Menchu, from where, from Manu, from Fako. The right person, Mark Barretta, please. What's happened with NAC 19? NAC 19, NAC 19, the Mark Barretta, we need it. Our boys are ready to fight. They always tell us that give them guns, give them AKs. That is it. They say, Mark Barretta, we don't care why people fight. Give us, you fight, but give us AKs. If you fight, then give us AKs. Let us do the real fight in the ground. So today, I'm telling you to go out there and fund the NAC 19.
So my country people them for una we una no know the NAC 19 na the National AK Campaign 2019 where Mark Barretta, Eric Tato, and this guy for Sikot Judson for Finland and a bunch of other ones them and Christense Asong they be started NAC 19 for 2019 for raise money as una here for buy guns AK-47 them for give them in the hands of Amazona terrorists and exactly that where Eric Tato is be indicted in America and Mark Barretta being named as unindicted co-conspirator for that indictment of Eric Tato. And of course, you get Christense Asong as well, it being named as an unindicted co-conspirator for that case. So the unindicted co-conspirators, they also get their day. They take them step by step. So he also mentioned a bunch of other things, but I want to pay attention to the he talk about Tibor Nagy. He said United States is a friend. They talk about how they do their diplomacy and engagement with America. And I remember this is all which is the strategy we call and say internationalization, internationalizing the struggle. Because let's be honest, they be getting only one goal, one agenda. The agenda being awaited. Forget the backing and the support or recognition of the international community, because not only the international community, if we put pressure on the Cameroon government, forgive them any political concession, okay? Now they're only, and I mean, they don't get two strategies. Now the only strategy, now the only thing that way they hope for, forget the attention of the international community. Now why that way from the very first day, they tell when I say they get United Nations ships at Ambas Bay, they say UNESCO go ban school year, and all of those things there. Why? Now, because they be all their hopes it be now on the international community. Now, whatever they approach the African Union, they approach the United States Senate, United States Congress, they approach the German bundles, where they call them, they approach the British Parliament and the House of Lords. All of those things, forget sympathy and recognition from the international community. I will come to that part because now the same international community now they catch them, arrest them, indict them, lock up for prison. In the West, in America, Banana Republic, Norway, Black Leg, Nigeria, of course, Black Leg, and you get the United Kingdom as well, and other countries, the way they deal with them. It talk about Lady Kawala, Madame Kawala, equally enabler. He said don't commit treason, say they go catch it, say make it steppy foot inside Cameroon. it's Amazonia. What about Bali or Kumba? Make it steppy foot, they go catch it. Okay. So now we, the Black Legs, then they also tell them, Mark Barretta, step your foot inside Bali. Go on, step your foot inside Kumba. When I talk, say, he claim for this live broadcast, say they control 95% of their territory. Step your foot in just 1% of the territory. Whosoever when I say when I control, I make us say, go step your foot. Because we are victims them. We wait for una. And by the end of this live broadcast, I will give una was solemn promise. As a matter of fact, why wait too long? I will go jump straight to that point before I continue. So as the king of all the Black Legs, self-made, self-proclaimed king of all the Black Legs, I hereby declare that we, the black legs, hold these truths that we will get justice one way or the other. Those of you who will die abroad, even your carcass will never be buried in Cameroon. Your roots, your lineage, your ancestry in Cameroon has been cut forever. You have been uprooted. You might as well be people the way they be taken during the transatlantic slave trade. Even your grandpicking, then great-great-grandpicking, they don't ever see how you come out. That is the price where we go make sure say we not pay them. So you get people that like Eric Ate, where he died for Minnesota, they bury for Minnesota. Now so all will not go. Mark Barretta, where they talk so he part die for Yaoundé, they bury for Yaoundé. Mark Barretta, no fit pass, even see how they bury part. That is a price where we not go pay. Or una no go step one toe. Because just like how it talk say, they go catch Kawala if he pass on ground zero inside Ambazonia as they talk, we dey wait them too. We go do for them just exactly what way them be prescribe them, say make they do them for other people them. Just an eye for an eye. Now all that we no go do more than when be asked. We no go do less than when be asked. Just wait we wanna ask the Amba terrorists say make they do them for we with the wait wuna for do them to wuna. The same picking the way wuna be radicalized them send for bush buy guns give them. When I know say someone they don't surrender, no, they there for DTR center. So paka, they wait when on the ground. Now all that. So now the solemn promise that way with the promise una. That one now part of the consequences of sponsoring Amazon terrorism. Una no go ever step one toe in that territory with the wait una. That one no be threat. I know threaten nobody. That one a promise. We will promise una. When I also remember say they will talk about this international community, America, they get the right to bear arms. So they talk like Eric had to go talk, say, they talk now outside FBI office. The same FBI, it don't arrest it. Now my contributor, I will promise now for bring una a video of Mark Barrett of Tapang Ivo because it get a small, I want make una listen to what you get. I know we don't cue the video for play but I go upload them now. I'll only play a few minutes of the video. When I listen, the video they load my contributor.
So Ayabacho Lucas has been arrested in Norway. And his arrest comes as no coincidence because at the same time he was being arrested or he was being kidnapped by the government of Norway, that's the same time Benedict Kwa of the Ambazonia Defense Forces, his home was being raided alongside one other, which I will not call, or whom I will not call his name, for some security reason. It is no coincidence. The same minute, the same second, the same hour, his home was being raided. That is the same hour Dr. Ayabacho's Lucas' home was being raided in the afternoon, and he was being picked up. Now, this comes in with some high-level authority. It is a cross-country. It is an inter-country raid. The United States is probably responsible for this. And those who are calling the shots are bigger than you and I. It could be the ICC. It could be any international organization that has been petitioned against the people of Ambazonia. It could be anyone. But I want to tell you this, Dr.
So when I don't hear and wait way it talk now exactly the truth. And for the video where I'll be preparing for bringing up when I just I never get time. When I go here, ask Lucas when be there live yesterday, it repeat exactly the same thing on the same day where Ayabacho Lucas be arrested from Norway on the 24th of September 2024. Pascal Kiki and Benedict Kwa, their houses they be raided by the FBI 3 hours before Ayabacho was arrested because it is an international effort by, I mean, imagine say America they lead the process. Also remember say for that time for 2024 for September, now President Joe Biden it will be president of America, and then Benedict Kwa they indicted now 2025 September when now President Donald Trump it be president. So whether now the Democrats when now Joe Biden the government or now the Republicans when now the Donald Trump government, all American presidents, all American sides, whether not the Republicans or the Democrats, they be against ambassador terrorism. They catch them, they lock them, they indict them, they send them for prison, like the man gang them. They catch someone them like Tamufos and Michael. No, sorry, I mean like Langmi Nestor, Langmi Nestor, Clochi, and Francis Cheney, where they arrest them since almost 3 years ago. They lock them, awaiting trial. That one be been under President Joe Biden, the administration. So now the people, the way they be cry so desperately, say they need international recognition, international attention. Now the same people in this way today, they can't tell when I openly say the international community, it don't turn their backs against them. Now they catch their leaders from abroad, they lock them. Okay, maybe we just talk about the ones the way we know very well. Nigeria, it catch the Naira 10 the day for Kondengin. Now they be locked up in prison for life. America don't arrest 17 of them, lock them, including Eric Tato, Clochi, and the rest. Norway get Cho Lucas Yaba in prison for more than 1 year today. Canada, pre-talks don't fail. Switzerland, so-called Swiss talks, it don't fail. And they don't get no leverage. None of them, no, they look at the Cameroon government, say they need for put pressure on Cameroon government. When I waited out the ambassador terrorists they desperately need. None of them. Okay? Only the Amba terrorists, they face the consequences of this madness. Cameroon government, they just resting. Okay? So now the truth, now the reality that now which that we don't happen, that the international community this way they be the hope on, where they will get all their eggs in one basket. International community, if we can't give them independence, give them recognition, pressurize Cameroon for give them political concessions. Them now the same international community this way they catch them, they do coordinated raids across the Atlantic Ocean from Norway to the United States in Minnesota. The international community is working together for bring these Amba terrorism down. Now, what impact does that have? We'll go start, we'll look at the impact where it get them on them individually, their family life, their family members, them, and then we'll also look at how it affects our fight for defeat Ambazonia terrorism and destroy them once and for all. So where to be some of the consequences where the Amba terrorists they face them when they go for prison, they be arrested, all of those things then. So the first thing I say, it be financial. There is a lot of cost, financial cost for the ambassador terrorists. Them. As now if you see on the screen, I will give you a small case study. If I look on the screen, you get the financial toll on the family. Now, your family member where it be maybe they work for bring in money. Now you go to spend money on top here. If you need for visiting for prison, it will cost you at least a few £100 or a few €100 or a few $100 every month, just for writing letters, keeping communication with you for prison, visiting you for prison. It takes a toll. You could need for drive, you could need for take time off, you need for go spend time with you. All of those things, then it takes money, it takes coordination, it takes time, it takes effort just for keep communication and for keep that family ties with you. Okay, that one are just the financial cost way. We'll start with the person for the bring money in. Now you spend money out. Personally, for that family, you get for this case study. Make we just look at the United Kingdom. The minimum wage for this country, the minimum amount of money where they fit pay a person for work. Now £11.20 for 1 hour. Okay, around that. Don't quote me on that. I know say now £11 something. I don't know if not 20p. I know we do. I think it was £11.20 last time I be checked them. Okay, you can Google it for yourself. It will tell you. So the average working week for this country now 40 hours a week. If you work 8 days, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. Now 40 hours that. Okay. If they repay you breaks as well, so you could make about £448 for minimum wage. It means even if you just clean people their house, or you clean toilets, or you do basic work, you cut grass, you pick dirty for road, minimum wage, you could make £448 for that 1 week. If you add them up for 1 month, now £1,792, when about 1.4 million francs. Trust me, that is not a lot of money for this country. That's chicken change. Literally chicken change. With that amount of money, 1.4 million francs with earn for 1 month for this country, go fit even chop for restaurant, fit drive motor, go fit own certain things, except if you get family assistance and family inheritance. But the boy, take it easy. Take it easy, okay? You're making too much noise. As I explain now for now, I get my boss. They here with me, and they do your own thing. They do your own thing. They play for background. Sorry about that and the distraction. It will only continue. Remember, it being a priority, not you, not this live broadcast. If you need my attention, I will stop everything. Go pay attention to you. Simple as that. So if you add up for 12 months of the year, you could see and say this. So the person on minimum wage for UK could make about 21,500 pounds, okay? When about 17.2 million francs for Cameroon money. Now, of course, it will pay taxes. All that money no go for your pocket. It will need for pay taxes with that amount of money. So it would take home maybe about 16 million francs or something like that. Okay. That money will pay for your travel, transportation, accommodation, feeding, clothing, and essentials like heating, electricity, gas, and you name it. Okay. Now, why that way no be plenty money? But the money that way, if it contribute them to a household, if it they on minimum wage, person like me, I make about 3 times that. Just imagine that now if I stop for the work, now amount of money that way, I'll get the losses some. Okay. So that is that. A lot of money where if they go into the family coffers where it disappear because it is prison. Instead, you're gonna spend money on ye instead for you for the bring money in. So that money, if also they help in mommy back home, help the family, help with other things, then help for support family, but no more because it is prison. That's just the financial cost for people the way they sponsor ambassador terrorism and we catch them, lock them for prison, right? That's just the financial cost. Now, the financial cost also a day in 2 ways because now for we black legs and which way we the consider and say the wider implication I say for that small, even if they flip burgers for McDonald's where they do small dirty, cleaning job, it makes small money. One time they will do these Zoom meetings where they talk say Ambazonia donations for National AK campaign, TTOF, or whatever way the next liberation tax they will ask for $20 contribution. You need to go move on $20 gam. So that's more money where if they donate them to Ambassador terrorism cause, it not go only end, but now it would expect say your friends and for the so-called ambassador revolution now they go start to help you because of the prison. It go need lawyers them for however long the case it drag on. For example, the Francis Cheney, Claude Chi, and Lang Minister they don't be arrested, locked up for 3 years awaiting trial. In all of those 3 years, they need lawyers, they need legal representation. One time where your lawyer write letter on your behalf, expect for pay about $300. I tell you, I need to ask you, no be bonbon. Where lawyer write a righteous letter on your behalf, and then imagine for 3 years with the day prison awaiting trial. Imagine how many letters they don't write them. So that's more donations where they donate for buy guns, weapons, and for kind of kill one on the ground inside Cameroon. They're going to donate them now. Like when I remember, calm down. Like when I remember the Naira 10 time way, the Naira 10 they will go through their process for court for Cameroon. When I remember, Fru John Sobe being their barrister, they will charge them millions of francs every month. Small money where they for the use and for the buy guns and whatnot for kind of terrorization. And now they will divert that money for the buy or for the pay for lawyers' fees for Cameroon. They will pay lawyers' fees for Norway, lawyers' fees for America for the Kansas City 3, Francis Cheney, and all of these ones. Then that money it be diverted for pay for lawyers instead for the buy guns and ammunition for kind of terrorization now on the ground. So now one way that way it help with the financial toll, it be in 2 ways. They reduce money from ambassador terrorism and then they divert them to other causes like for lawyers them. And then it reduce the money where they for spend them on guns, and then it bankrupt their family members at the same time. So they get a lot of disadvantages and a lot of consequences that country people them. So that is that. It drain money from them. So other things the way that it happen when they catch you, they arrest you, they lock you. It create barriers to employment and housing when you come out for prison. Okay, when you get criminal record, especially a felony, it make them very difficult for you for find job, for secure a stable housing, leading to unemployment and potential homelessness in the future. Now, future consequences and that on them. Of course, you no go ever hold public office. For example, if you be aspire for run for public office or contest for being mayor, parliamentarian, or anything else, you no go fit because of your criminal conviction. Even your pikin, they could be affected in the future because they no go fit get security clearance. Okay, in the future, they no go fit work for sensitive government institutions. Them, for example, the financial institution or the military intelligence or anything to do with national security, even just for serve in the Navy, the Army, or the Air Force in the United States, in Norway, and any other country where they convict your papa as a criminal, especially terrorism related, you no go ever get security clearance. Even though this one now it transferred to your kingdom and maybe even your grand kingdom, because they go ask about your papa for your application for security clearance for work in financial sector or for work in the military or for work anything we get to do with national security. They go ask for your papa, who's how they come out and all of those things them, and they go dig up their history, especially the social media conversations and discussions where we don't publish all of these things them, it will affect plus they are picking them for the rest of their lives. You have to understand that. Why are they talk this one? If be family member for Cho Lucas Ayaba, for Ngong Emmanuel Capo Daniel, Asu Lucas, Julius Ni, Mark Barretta them, Tapang Ivo them. No, now wait this way, it befall you where it await you. Even though you know communal crime, your husband committed a crime, it be a terrorist, they catch you, they lock him, and he get a criminal record, it go transfer for your picking them, your picking go suffer the consequences in the future. It could disrupt your family life. For example, Linda, when Ayabacho Lucas, a woman for count stay, okay, now Linda that and they're picking them. Linda no be firewood. Ayabacho they prison now for 1 year, awaiting trial on crimes, on inciting crimes against humanity. If therefore they use na savon. Linda therefore outside, no be firewood. Linda no be firewood. Okay, Linda go get another massa. And how you think that their relationship it could be when Ayabacho finally eventually come off of prison, maybe in the next 7 or 8 years or whatever, however long it take. How you think that their relationship it could be? They could still be the same family where they would be before. It don't break apart a whole family. You begin to go grow without you. Okay, maybe a woman will carry belly for another man. You never know. Psychologically, it will affect you, whether you like him or not. It not only affect you, it will affect you picking them and your woman. Even the family with the back home for Cameroon. It will affect all man where it will be associated with you. All man for AGOV C now they be panicked. 3 of the top ranking officials for AGOV C, ADF, they be arrested. They be taken away. It will affect them psychologically. It will affect them mentally. It will affect them emotionally. It will affect them financially. It will destabilize them. That's just the fact and that's the truth. All of them, they be affected. So now just some of the impact that on the family and the wider implications on Amazon terrorism, we the black legs them we benefit because it will reduce the amount of money will be available for them for use and for buy weapons and for terrorize we. It will drain the money away, take them, divert them into paying for lawyers' fees, paying transportation for go visit them for prison, paying for other things them rather than sponsoring ambassador terrorism. So it's a win-win. Not a single Amba terrorist their way it will come off for prison, come back, it can't do the same thing way. Maybe they do time where they catch a lock up for prison. You go see them. Okay. So now we don't do live for 53 minutes, my contributor. I thank you all man we don't join me. I hope say you play your own part. You share this live broadcast, make it go far and wide. I don't see say a lot of people that don't join me, especially Mina Lifaka, when our cheerleader, you comment there on the screen. It talks to make when share. We'll get destroying Amazon terrorism there for you comment today on the screen. It talks say that is true. They ran a high-stake security clearance on me before my government contract. Believe me, you can't hide anything from them. These guys know everything about me, even the ones I didn't mention. They wrote it back to me to confirm and sign it. The consequences and the toll will be very high on their children. Yes, for being convicted on terrorism charges, sponsoring especially violent crimes where it be involved in bombings and kidnappings and all of those things. Then the consequence it go transfer not just to your woman but to your picking them. Your woman no go ever get security clearance. Your picking them no go ever get them. Even their grand picking themselves for terrorists, it could be difficult. And for America now, what President Donald Trump did and say it will revoke your stay for America. It will revoke your green card. When I like, when I go read them up, I always talk my thing. I talk with evidence. Now, why do I encourage all man when they listen to me? Google whatever they talk. I'm seeing for yourself what I'm knowing are true at the talk. Okay. So now just some of the comments and that way they come in. we'll get other people them. The Ebong Sonne Sonaka talks say political masturbation. For now, when I don't know, when I never ever hear about political masturbation, I go indulge you. Might just play, I think, on this video when I listen.
The organization they call and say Morris, we what big brother. Not been about a person, an organization, my talk, now about the conspiracy where it happened inside Ambazonian Revolution. My talk as an activist and as a vanguard for this revolution from the beginning.
Sorry, I think I played the wrong video. Not at the political masturbation video that, but not the Asu Lucas. So
the organization they call and say Morris, where what big brother Bo Herbert represent them. Now only 2 or 3 people they did it. Now only 2 or 3 people they did it. Other than Ambazonian calling and the WhatsApp messages and way Bo Herbert, the producer, and the write-ups and the Twitter. Waiting again, they offer the Ambazonian people. No vision, no roadmap, no strategy, 1 or 3 people organization.
So thank you, plenty my contribute them. I go come. I want tell you some breaking news we don't come out. I want to put them on the screen for when my contribute them. When I bear with me 1 second. Breaking news. Okanasri Clovis. It don't just alert me for WhatsApp. It don't send the picture as well. I know if it display the picture on the screen for Una. So now the news that we did on the screen says sweet news from today, the 9th of September. Amba terrorists compromised. At least 2 Amba terrorists they be compromised. They stepped their toe inside Kumba and they were compromised. So must save the picture. I'll put the picture on the screen for Una in 1 second. Make her bring Una the picture of the Amba terrorists where they compromised for Kumba. Una bear with me. So 2 Amba terrorists Una no contraband. They always talk it in a bring plus evidence. So must search in the right folder. So they compromised 2 from Dub yesterday and 2 for Kumba. Oh goody. Una bear with me 1 second. I'll be one for upload picture. I'll go. So now the 2 Amba terrorist kunyams them. I will put their picture on the screen for a short period of time. Now the picture then that the day on the screen. 2 compromised Amba terrorists them for Kumba today, 9th of September 2025. So they stepped their foot inside Kumba. They said one can enforce lockdown, so we'll lock them down themselves up. So now the breaking news that will come out from Kumba, we will share that information for our WhatsApp group. For now, we know there for my WhatsApp group. Now the telephone number that is there on the screen 681 60 26 76. Actually, that one a Clovis the telephone number, and this one Countryman the telephone number because I will get some problem with WhatsApp, so I changed my number to Norwegian number +47 9737 9749. So plenty 9s and plenty 7s. Yep. So now the telephone number that now want forget Countryman for WhatsApp. Now WhatsApp me. Now join the groups. We share some information for day way. We need to share them for Facebook or for WhatsApp. Or for social media. We share them only for WhatsApp because it be one-on-one and it be private. We put them inside the groups and where they matter. So I want to bring this information with you on the screen. I hope someone will see the screen. Now my computer will run the live for almost 1 hour. I want to spend the next 20 minutes or so. I know so I don't go way beyond the time where I want for day life. I want for day life around 1 hour. So when I look on the screen at the actual indictment is for Benedict Kwa, as I see under here, Benedict Kwa and Pascal Kiki, okay, when are the defendants them and now the indictments and this one for the right hand side today, and now they've been at the plaintiffs, okay. What am I saying? They've been at the defendants and the plaintiff in the United States of America. What did this one mean? I know say many of our people they don't really go school that much. Let's be honest. And many of our people they like for over confused. They confuse themselves when no money to confuse them. You go hear some Amba terrorist lies and propaganda. They can't tell you say, now who take it go court? Now who take it go court? Now the person this way take them go court. The United States of America. Now the plaintiff. Now them they take. Now the whole government for United States of America, now all 350 something million Americans, they take Benedict Kwa and Pascal Kiki when the defendants go for court. You understand? No, be an individual. So there is a difference between a criminal proceeding and a civil matter. Civil matter, no money to go prison. Okay, if they find you guilty for civil matter, they ask you for settle financially, not prison. When person go prison, that one they call and say felony. I hope say I make that point it be abundantly clear. So a felony now the one where you actually go prison. This one now when the United States of America take person go court now felony in a criminal case. Okay, so no individual it take any person go court. So now look and so the background the talk say at times related to this indictment, the defendants conspired to commit violent acts and other acts dangerous to human life in Cameroon's northwest and southwest regions. Specifically, they gave orders to kidnap, to bomb, and to kill ordinary civilians and government officials, and also raised money and provided financial support for such acts, all to intimidate and to coerce the civilian population and to unlawfully influence the policy and conduct of the Cameroonian government. So they talk about the Cameroon's Anglophone regions, talk about their so-called Ambazona, whatever. That one at page 1 of the indictment, okay? For page 2 of the indictment, they even put plus picture, okay? Now for page 2, the talk say, many English-speaking Cameroonians live in Cameroon and French, blah, 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 blah. They give the background story about Northwest, Southwest, claim to Ambazona, whatever, armed separatist militias, blah, blah, blah. So now they talk about the Ambazona Defense Forces for paragraph 7, where they talk say, now one of the groups and way they attack civilian population in order to form Ambazonia. So when I see this one now in America, they talk no be Cameroon government, no be countryman. They talk say the Ambazona Defense Forces now one of the groups where they're attacking civilian population. Now me I talk. They are attacking Anglophone civilians. Okay, so they even put picture for the so-called ADF fighters on ASEAN as inside the indictment this thing document for page 2. We'll go for page 3. The talk say the leaders of the ADF include the members of the so-called War Council, which is also known as Ambassador Defense Council. From here, they will call and say War Council. Paragraph 9, the talk say the War Council consists of the chairman, sometimes referred to as the defense chair, and other members who report to and also take instructions from the so-called commander-in-chief known as the ADF leadership. So commander-in-chief, I know very well now, Ayabacho Lucas. So paragraph 10 talks that the ADF is associated with the Ambassador Governing Council, the AGOVC. The AGOVC is one of several groups that claim to have political authority over the aspirational country called Ambazonia. Aspirational. So paragraph 11, they talk that while the ADF fighters live in Cameroon, the ADF leadership almost entirely reside outside of Cameroon. So the defendants and the War Council. Paragraph 12 talks that the defendant, Benedict Kwa, is a United States citizen residing in Minnesota, and he was born in Cameroon, immigrated to the United States in 2001. 11 years later, you get Pascal Kiki, a joinee for America, where you to be a United States citizen. Okay, now the talk say Pascal Kiki, when a member of the so-called War Council and carries the purported title of Head of Defense, Department of Logistics and Human Resources, when Benedict Kwa appoint Pascal Kiki to this position for December 2017 for Teruna, say they know where to really go on, going back to December 2017 and even before that. Okay, so the paragraph 16 for page 4, now page 4, this paragraph 16, the talk say co-conspirator number 1 is a German citizen residing in Norway, now Ayabacho Lucas. Co-conspirator number 1 was born in Cameroon, immigrated to Germany around 1998, and then moved to Norway around 2008. They get this information from the Norwegian authorities because person where they talk about the Ayabacho Lucas. Co-conspirator number 1, Ayabacho Lucas, is the president of the so-called AGOVC and the so-called commander-in-chief. Now they talk about the other members of the so-called War Council. Now America, now I they read now what the way they talk about the so-called War Council, the so-called Ambassador Governing Council, the so-called president of the so-called commander-in-chief. The American government, right? I'm not with me. I just read what with the right. The so-called. So For paragraph 18, they say the unindicted co-conspirator number 1 is the overall ground coordinator of the ADF. Now, unindicted co-conspirator number 1. Unindicted co-conspirator number 2 is the former deputy defense chair of ADF. Now, Capo Daniel, that way they refer to. Okay, former, because Capo Daniel, if don't resign. Deputy defense chair, DDC Capo. You've been an unindicted co-conspirator, and they are working with Canada for get Capo Daniel, the process going with Capo Daniel as well. Now, why the Capo Daniel, they fear it is shake now. Unindicted co-conspirator number 3, now the Deputy Defense Secretary of the ADF, and unindicted co-conspirator, also known and unknown. You get the ADF and AGOVC members and affiliates, include unindicted co-conspirator number 4, the spokesperson of AGOVC, now Asu Lucas, this way they talk about Asu Lucas, okay? Unindicted co-conspirator number 5 is the communications director for the ADF, and unindicted co-conspirator number 6, a member of the ADF's finance department. Unindicted co-conspirator number 7 are the ATF affiliate who assisted in transferring funds overseas. Unindicted co-conspirator number 8 is the vice president of AGOVC, Julius Nyi. Okay, and unindicted co-conspirator number 9 is the secretary general of the ATF. And unindicted co-conspirators, known and unknown, the other ones today will go for page 5. Now they talk about Benedict Kwa and Pascal Kiki. They remotely support, direct, and oversee ADF fighters located in the northwest and the southwest regions of Cameroon. The ADF leadership provides ADF fighters with purported military titles. Now, them right now, I mean, call this purported, the purported bit, not the indictment document right now, because I did read that indictment now. If you did drive, or you did take shower, or you did listen to me while you did change picking a nappy, or you did cook or whatever, take 3 seconds, look on the screen at the read now, which way American government, the FBI, they write them about Ambazonia terrorists, the ATF. And they read them now, read them. Let me write these words, okay? I don't publish this document for our Facebook page, and I will publish them again for our website, www.countrypeople.com, okay? Now, the website address this, where they at the bottom of this indictment documents them, or surprise, not on this page. So the talk said the ADF leadership provides ADF fighters with purported military titles and ranks. ADF fighters include the so-called Supreme Ground Commander, the so-called Brigadier General, the so-called General Ground Coordinator, General Commander, and other fighters. And so now the co-conspirators and that. So they talk about the ADF leadership and the activities now. This is the part I know say when I know go pay attention to some details, and now why that way I can't read them for I make when know the intricate details them. The ATF leadership activities. Paragraph 22 talks that since approximately 2017, the ATF leadership has devised and propagated strategies and directives for violence that the ATF fighters carry out. ATF leadership plans, directs, and supervises attacks by ATF fighters, including attacks using firearms and improvised explosive devices, the IEDs, as well as kidnappings. Now, me I talk, when I see the kidnapping for you now, when would you call them kidnappers? I don't say, oh, you be black leg, countryman, don't talk this, countryman, don't go up, come down. Now, me I write the kidnappings. Now, me I write them, no, na FBI, na America, Banana Republic, right? Right? Banana Republic. Okay. So, paragraph 23 talks say the ADF leadership uses an encrypted messaging platform, WhatsApp, to discuss ADF actions and attacks. Benedict Kwa and Pascal Kiki are members of multiple ADF-related chat groups. We'll go for page 6. Zoom in. They therefore many chat groups with names such as the War Council Coordination, Ground Coordination Team, and Command Council. How they know these names them? Because the FBI, the American authorities, they actually get their electronic devices, their telephones, their laptops, and they're inside the WhatsApp groups, and they don't download all the communication the way they get them going back to 2017 because they get metadata, because they fit talk directly to Meta. When I talk metadata, when I think they get anything to do with Meta, no. All electronic devices, they collect metadata, information where you feel retrieve them and you get information even after you don't delete them. Okay. So Meta, now the parent company, we own Facebook and they own WhatsApp. Meta Now, Mark Zuckerberg, he own them, the person who own Facebook and he own WhatsApp. So the FBI, if you go with an what do they call them? An affidavit? No, what's the word I'm looking for? If you go with what the judges they usually do, a judge will send a is it a summon? So basically, if a judge a deem am necessary, it go authorize the FBI or the Justice Department for go to any company and ask that company for the metadata related to a specific individual, and they go, and Facebook and WhatsApp they don't get choice. They go must produce the metadata because it be ordered by a court. They will produce the metadata and all the communication, even the ones where you be don't delete them. Facebook it will provide them to the FBI. Okay, and now why that way the FBI go back to their communication right for 2017 and I go bring up now when I will say them. So paragraph 24 talks say additionally members of the ATF leadership serve as public spokesmen for the ATF and the AGOV-C. ATF leadership uses Facebook, YouTube, and other social media platforms to raise funds and spread propaganda for the ATF. For example, ATF leadership uses a Facebook account known as Ambassador Communication Network ACN, of course, to publish videos about ATF attacks, raise funds for weapons, and issue threats to the civilian population in Cameroon. Of course, when everything say we don't know, FBI don't know. Since approximately 2017, ATF leadership, including Benedict Kwa and Pascal Kiki, have raised funds for the ATF primarily from members of the Cameroonian diaspora living outside of Cameroon, including those who live in the United States. So paragraph 26 talks by and at the direction of ATF leadership, funds are sent by various international money transfer services from accounts inside and outside the United States to ATF fighters and their associates in Cameroon. The ATF fighters use the funds to purchase guns they refer to as sticks, ammunition, they call it granite or seeds, and IEDs, they call them pops or popcorn. When they use those keywords and things, say the FBI no go know, right? Gary Master, how market pass. ATF leadership work with ATF fighters to determine how the funds will be used to support ATF attacks. The ATF leadership frequently ordered the civilian population of the Northwest and the Southwest regions to boycott public services and activities, including commercial activities, educational activities, and national holidays, or risk violence by ATF fighters. This is part of the ATF strategy to make the Northwest and the Southwest regions ungovernable. Of course, make your territory ungovernable is a crime. It's a crime. I told you so. We don't tell you now. So they say make it ungovernable by Cameroon through violent acts that intimidate and coerce the population, civilian population. So the ATF leadership orders mass boycotts, sometimes referred to as ghost towns, during which the ATF prohibits the residents of the Northwest and Southwest regions from leaving their homes for any purpose. ATF leadership directs and provides support to ATF fighters for the purpose of enforcing the boycott through destruction of property and acts of violence. On directive of ATF leadership is that they say one directive of the ATF leadership is that civilians residing in the Northwest and Southwest regions whom the ATF perceive to be cooperating with the Cameroon government or who fail to adhere to the ATF's boycott orders may be summarily killed. When I hear summarily, the ATF leadership refers to such civilians as blacklegs and enablers. These are all crimes. Now, why that way the FBI write them down in the indictment? So whenever Eric Tato, Capo Daniel, Asu Lucas, Mark Beretta, and all of these fools, they go for social media, they talk, say, lockdown, lockdown, lockdown. Those were crimes. Oh, now the race, when the National AK campaign, crimes. When I say me man shit for house, when the lockdown declared, make your attention on government, crimes. You were committing crimes. How stupid were these idiots? When I talk to this person a blackleg, when I kill him, when I do this, when I arrest Madame Kawala, those were crimes. Incitement to kidnap, incitement to torture, murder. Those are crimes, even in America. Okay? So paragraph 31 and 32, they talk say ATF leadership, including Pascal Kiki and Benedict Kwa, appeared in public videos calling for the killing of blacklegs and enablers. they commit the crimes in public, my country people. They were not hiding. ATF leadership also privately directed ATF fighters to kill blacklegs and enablers. So how they know which way they will talk privately? Because they inside their WhatsApps. They don't get the metadata, they get the information where they will discuss, how they will send instructions to Amba terrorists on the ground for kill blacklegs. Okay. As a matter of fact, I go pause here. Okay. No, Mark just continue. The defendants ordered ATF to attack. So they get evidence, say they talk they even talk the month. They say paragraph number 32 be crucial. In September 2017, Benedict Kwa and co-conspirator number 1, when Ayabacho Lucas, authorized and directed the ADF fighters to begin attacking targets in Cameroon's northwest and southwest regions. Why paragraph number 32 it be important and crucial for this indictment? Now, because of the bad belle wicked Anglophones and where they be talk say, President Pobia declare war. And this one goes plus for Nijon Frundi, where he be talk this nonsense. So now evidence this way the FBI get them inside their phones. They get the communications them of Ayabacho Lucas and Benedict Kwa for September 2017. They talk on specifically September because they get the date, the time for the metadata, for the information where Ayabacho Lucas, when I co-conspirator number 1, and Benedict Kwa, they authorized and directed ADF fighters to begin attacking targets in Cameroon's northwest and southwest region. How then you go come now, can't talk say President Pobia be declare war for November 2017? So what the ADF they do for September 2017 when Benedict Kwa and Ayabacho Lucas they actually now these attacks the way they be attack the Kembong attacks and all of those things where President Pobia be come back from Ivory Coast, land from Solemn airport, he read a very short paragraph saying that they don't kill military for Manu, and those criminals will not go unpunished. That one, when I talk to President Pobia declare war, but Ayabacho Lucas and Benedict Kwawe, they ordered the killing of Cameroon military. No, that one even a declaration of war, right? Now the bad wickedness of Anglophones, this is what they talk about. Nana FBI they tell una. So since September 2017, because they talk because boy, calm down.
No.
What are you saying more about? What's wrong? Sorry about that, my computer. Like I talk, I did for house for my Pekin and I take care for my Pekin. So sorry, sir, I call you Pekin. I mean my boss. So my boss, it is disturbing the background. Don't pay attention to him. So like I been talk, September to be precise, 2017. How Benedict Kwa and Ayabacho Lucas, co-conspirator number 1. When I see they no call the unindicted co-conspirator because he is already indicted for crimes against humanity, but in Norway, not in the United States. So I believe if you go for page 4, the no call on indicted co-conspirator. So Ayabacho Lucas and Benedict Kwa, they authorize and directed. They put them in quotes. Say we authorize, and then they go on for direct ADF fighters to begin attacking Cameroon targets in the northwest and the southwest region. September 2017. Mark that month, because now for November 2017, where President Pobia it became now a land from Somaliland. But the wickedness for Anglophones, the bad belly where these people they get them, they can't talk to President Pobia will declare war. Wicked people. Even if you hate President Pobia, no point, no need, no day for the lie. That kind of stupid kind of lie. So my contributor, if I want to read the complete indictment, when I fill it down for our website, when I fill it down for Facebook page, so I will take time, read them, and then put them in context for now a different day, a different time. So now they will come now, can actually read the count 1. When I hear which way they talk, okay, must skim through the indictment. When I see them for here, raising funds, Operation 200 AKs, ATF raising funds to fund, and they even put plus the website, images them and flyers the way they be make them. At that time, Ndong Emmanuel Capote be been a strong member. They even talk about the TTOF, okay, the TTOF. where they be talk for race money. Now Capo Daniel be the lead that campaign. Okay, they take over fund. They what do you call them again? Contender force. Capo Daniel. Now they pretend like they talk like say no be part of ADF. It got Capo Daniel can't talk for 2025 September. They talk say FBI. They talk about Senator Kemende. Nowhere in this indictment they talk about Senator Kemende. They talking about Senator Regina Mundi, not Senator Kemende. Ewan talking about Senator Kemende because by that time when they killed Senator Kemende, I believe actually no, he was still ADF even. He was part of the gang. But at that time, he as Kaputane nobody call Senator Kemende a name over now Regina Mundi when now he the Kaputane they talk about Regina Mundi all the time. It is fear for talk about Senator Regina Mundi case now. Ewan talking about the public executions for Guzan because at that time it don't resign from the ADF, AGOFC. No one talk about this once the way they talk about okay, they talk say Operation Rattlesnake, ADF attempts to kill the governor of the Northwest region. This particular operation, remember, governor of the Northwest region now civilian. And the authorities then for America and for Norway, they don't contact me for ask about these particular things, and I explain the differences, the difference between a divisional officer, SDO, governor, difference between a division, a region, and a subdivision, differences between councils and all of the city council and all of those things. Them for try for know if some of these people they're not military. No, I tell them so all of these people they are targeting now civilians. The governor now civilian never ever received military training. Now civil administrator, SDO the same. SDO now just one rank down and DO now another rank down. Mayors them of course now knows now civilians. Is there any question about mayor being a civilian? They target civilians. Okay. So they know. So now they talk Operation Rattlesnake, paragraph 81, talk in January 2023. Capo Daniel was still a member of the AGOFC. Yes, okay. Benedict Kwa and Ayabacho Lucas, co-conspirator number 1. The ADF commander-in-chief planned and oversaw the ADF's attempt to kill victim 2, the civilian governor of Northwest region. Victim 2, now the governor of Northwest region. Co-conspirator number 1, when Ayabacho Lucas created a WhatsApp group to facilitate discussions of the planned murder operation titled Operation Rattlesnake. This WhatsApp group included Benedict Kwa, other members of the ATF leadership, as well as ATF fighters. So co-conspirator, Capo Daniel, you want to tell me say nobody inside the WhatsApp group? Capo Daniel, you were inside. So co-conspirator number 1, when Ayabacho Lucas explained that, how they go know, wait till we be explained. Listen, they put them for here in quotes, okay? Because they quote now, wait that way, Benedict Kwa be talk. So Ayabacho talk say, he explained that ATF fighters were to attack and kill victim 2 when at the governor, while he drove to the Youth Day celebration in Bamenda, scheduled for 11th of February 2023. Benedict Kwa responded, brilliant idea, Mr. President. They talk now exactly what way Benedict Kwa talk. They quote him because the FBI get all their communication. And they discussed strategic placement of IEDs and the timing for deploying the IEDs. Guess what? Don Emmanuel Capo Daniel, as Lucas, as Capo Daniel been awaiting, Deputy Defense Chief. You think that the Deputy Defense Chief will be in that conversation? You will go down. Your conversation, which way will be talk inside that Gumba house go more or at the time when I say I go work hard if I need for beg, borrow, or thief money for go for America, for go she done for this court case for the trial for these criminals. When I go donate money, give me my go for day. Go she done for day. I go give una correspondent where they come out daily briefings for the court trial for these criminals and the sentencing. I go there for day. At the time when I go send me for America. That one I need to ask now. I need to beg no man. When I go donate the money, give me. So when I hear on or about January the 5th, 2023, in response to Benedict Kwa's request, 2 ADF ground commanders in the area, when on the unindicted co-conspirator 12 and 17, sent photos and videos of a stretch of road in Kwen area in Bamenda showing its suitability for placement of the IEDs. They tell you exactly date, January the 5th, 2023, about a week before 11th of February. Okay, the planning. In the following days, co-conspirator number 1 instructed unindicted co-conspirator to submit a proposed budget for the operation. So now the Amba terrorists proposed including 7 or 8 IEDs to be placed along the governor's anticipated travel route and requested funding for metal containers, auto detonators, chargers, batteries, and cables. And then you get co-conspirator number 1 authorize the ADF leadership to provide the funds. So now Ayabacho tell the ADF leadership, "Una fund them." On at least 3 occasions in January 2023, co-conspirator number 1 arranged for, the Amba terrorists to receive funding for the operation. So now you get all of these things that happen in the weeks leading up to the planned attack. Benedict Kwa and Ayabacho Lucas expressed concerns over the IED construction and advised that the Amba terrorists on IED deployment methods, specifically the co-conspirator number 1, when Ayabacho suggested planting the IED in a civilian car and then set the detonation and set to detonate at a given checkpoint. So me they go detonate and for checkpoint, adding that it will definitely kill the driver, but that is a price to pay. When I hear what they talk, some innocent driver may they put that for a taxi or whoever, and then when the drive go, when it reach for the checkpoint, they blow him up. It talk and he say it will definitely kill the driver, but that is a price to pay. Ye they find your family, they find abroad, but here the details, the way they talk, say may they kill some man. But man, that's the price he is willing to pay in his comfort in Norway. And Benedict Kwa in the comfort in America. That's the price he's willing to pay. That one for page 18 of the indictment. Okay, so for page 19 of the indictment, 9 that they actually show, because the Amba terrorists, they will take pictures of the IED, so now they bomb it this way, they will assemble them for take out Governor Lele Afrique for Northwest. Okay, so when I see, for example, the governors still they find the mayors them for Bamenda, the civil authorities them, all of them they find the generals them. No, not because the Amba terrorists they need to try to kill them. Now because they don't get the capability, they don't have the capability. If they get the capability, therefore don't kill the governor for Northwest since. Therefore, don't kill all these people. They don't have the capability, my contributor. They don't try. They don't spend money. They don't send Amba terrorists and I will kill them. Send this, do this, raise money, do all these things then for fun. Operation Rattlesnake, operation this, will kiki the food them. Now, why that when I say the day was away the day today, it's not out of lack of trying, it's that they don't have the capability. When I get to know that, because the Kumkum distributors and the blacklist, we are at work. So they said Benedict Kwa received photos of the proposed attack site and a diagram of the attack plan and provided instructions to the Amba terrorists about the delivery system and the placement of the explosives. On February the 9th, 2023, you get the Amba terrorists unindicted co-conspirator number 12. It sent Benedict Kwa and Ayabacho Lucas a video of the completed IEDs and confirmed that he had planted them along the road where victim 2, when the governor, was expected to travel to the Bamenda grandstand. Now my contributor them, when I feel read the rest of this, and then they even can talk about the ADF bombs of Race for Hope in Fako. This one, February 2023. This one, now the one way it definitely involve Capo Daniel, because the person will be go plant those bombs will be catchy if they are alive. Okay, he named na Killian. Okay, even load Killian the video will catch it confess for this particular one. Okay, wanna bear with me. This live broadcast, let me expect I mean long this one. Killian, come forward, come and explain what the way Capo Daniel make you do for Mount Fako Race of Hope. Where be bomb. Oh no, Killian be bomb na 11th February, na 20th May. I think na 20th May. Wait to be that picking a name. Oh, I did search in the wrong place. Una bear with me. Ma check him again. Ma bring Killian a video. I was looking in the wrong place. Now Killian that when I listen.
So, they will make me be in contact with a big number of Amanda and a face to face. They will send me for day. I go take thing there. I go take powder. I bring them. They walk up. I take board them. Even they remove them. They can't give me for 20 minutes. They send me some I go make a video.
So now Killian that now he be planned the explosion of 20th May 2023 when na Capo Daniel he be send this speaking. So Capo Daniel be there part of the where this guy go down or he own no he own go worry. So make her remove Killian the video now when I get the point. I've done publish this particular video. So for 2023 for February they bomb a Race for Hope for Faco. Okay, now the details that now the explosives that okay, where they will make them. The IEDs intended for the Race of Hope attack. They bomb a sporting event, of course, na civilians them. Okay, they talk for yesterday the ADF fighters for the attack. So the co-conspirator number one, Ayabacho Lucas, congratulated the ADF fighters for their attack, which injured at least 19 civilians. Now Anglophones this way they injure them. But yeah, when I see them, now FBI write this one, no me na continue because na me when I talk say now because I be black leg. When I hear them now, when I see them. So now the bombing of the Mount Faco race that so Mercy, I never actually read the whole of this document in detail because I be getting a while I talk say I will still find time, sit down and read them in detail before I can't explain for now. So they talk about the Guzan killings in June 2023, which will happen in March 2023. They talk about October 2023, unindicted co-conspirator number 3, when Asu Lucas, the deputy or the defense secretary with the ADF, sent a video to the War Council, including Benedictwa and Pascal Kiki, showing ADF fighters murdering victims 3 and 4. This one, victims 3 and 4, now the Guzang massacre, Guzang public execution. In the video, victims 3 and 4 are sitting on the street, dressed in civilian clothing, surrounded by onlookers. Individuals who cannot be seen in the video speak to victims 3 and 4 before shooting and killing them. Another War Council member explained that victims 3 and 4 were believed to have been working as informants for the Cameroon army. Following the killings, unindicted co-conspirator number 4, the spokesman of the ADF, appeared in an ACN video and confirmed that one now Asu Lucas and confirmed that the ADF was responsible for the Guzan killings. Similarly, several days after the killings, unindicted co-conspirator number 14, the major general in Guzang area, whom Benedictwa appointed to that position, issued a statement on ACN Facebook page in which he took credit for the killings. When I hear no, in the days following the murders of victim 3 and victim 4, Pascal Kiki made several statements defending the killings. For example, in an ACN video, Pascal Kiki stated that every confirmed traitor and collaborator, you will meet that fate. A few days later, Pascal Kiki appeared in another ACN video in which he asserted that summary executions was a standard war practice and vowed that the ATF would come after all blacklegs. That way they will make this video, they be thinking a joke. In mid-2023, Ayabacho warned in an ACN Facebook post that all spies would be killed by the ATF to get the government of Cameroon. To the government of Cameroon, co-conspirator number 1 further stated that we will bleed you and your spies to the gates of hell. And Basonia is the singular graveyard where all things associated with Cameroon shall find their last place of eternal turmoil. The talk and the proud now una day from Gata. So ATF, the bomb youth day parade in Cambe. This one now 11th of February 2024. This one, now all of this one, them they even killed that small 15-year-old girl, victim 5. Okay, they talk about them. I can't read all of these details and for now. I'll explain them for now. My contributor will find time, can't do that one. Time don't pass now. Already 10 p.m. for me for here. For person way, it never even intend for stay this long for this live broadcast. So I don't really overstay. When I don't take too much of my time, I need to pay attention to my boss. Now my computer, I need to pay attention to my boss. Okay. Okay.
They say they fight to set us free, but all we see is misery. They came with fire, they came with guns. Now we they cry for our daughters and sons. Our village is burned, our people flee. We live in fear, no place to be. This one a scam, we never start. Now pain and sorrow, they tear us apart. But the nation call with open hands. DDR, go help us stand. From the grip of fear and blood, we go rise again with God. Hey, 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 then come, Massa. We the Cameroonians, we pledge our loyalty. Come, Massa. Come, Massa. You shall free our land from terror. Your blessing will shine like stars above, and the Most High God shall be your guide, shall be your guide. Children when no go school, ghost town, stone market to tomb. They promise freedom, bring us chains, but now we rise to break that pain. We say no more to blood and hate. We choose the path to a peaceful state. My country people talk I'm true. Say peace go start with me and you. Cries from the grass fields, our mothers born king for bush. No hospital, no midwife touch. Kidnap and ransom don't turn to law. Even church no safe, them break God's door. Our future they lost for gun and fear. Young boys forced to kill their peers. Amba say na freedom fight, but now we they suffer day and night. Let the drums of peace be loud. Let our mothers dance, make our fathers proud. From Banenda to Bua town, we go wear a green, red, yellow crown. Hey, 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 ding Congo Massa. We the Cameroonians, we pledge our loyalty. Congo Massa and Congo Massa. You shall free our land from terror. Oh, Congo Massa, Massa. May your wisdom shine forevermore, and the Most High God shall be your guide.